This guy here has a big dream. His name is Sean Diddy Combs, but for a long time, the world just called him Diddy. So it all started in the 1990s in New York City. Diddy works in the music industry. He's ambitious, hustling, climbing. Diddy wanting more than just fame. He wants power. He wants control. He throws himself into the scene, making connections, meeting people that matter in the industry, which is the best means to get himself to the top, according to his dream. The music industry is booming. Diddy is hustling at a record label, dreaming bigger than the skyline. He wants fame, power, and empire. And allegedly, he doesn't care who he destroys on the way up. One night, he's at an industry party. Drinks flowing, music blasting, everyone networking. He and his associate start chatting with two women. Let's call them Liza and her friend. Party ends. Diddy invites them to an after party. Sounds harmless, right? Except at that after party, they allegedly assault both women. But nothing comes of it. No charges, no headlines, just silence. Around the same time, Diddy is out on a date with a college student named Joy. Nice girl, not really feeling him. But Diddy? He doesn't accept no. He allegedly spikes her drink. She becomes incoherent by the end of dinner. He takes her home, assaults her, records it, and, because this man has zero shame, shows the video to friends. And still, nothing happens.
No police, no lawsuits, no consequences. Then Diddy launches his own label, signs some of the biggest names in rap, becomes a star himself. At this point, he's untouchable. Every door opens for him. Richness alone doesn't even describe it. Money flows in a lot and a lot. He buys a Hamptons mansion and starts hosting those legendary white parties. You know, all in white outfits, celebrities everywhere, the whole Hollywood meets hip-hop fantasy. To the world, it just looks like glamorous, harmless excess. But behind the scenes, Diddy's reputation is already dark. At one of those parties, he meets this young dude, let's call him 16, because he's 16 at this time. The kid wants to break into entertainment so bad, and Diddy tells him, you know, I can make you a star, and before I could do that for you, you will need to sleep over on my bed. And because this kid is desperate for an opportunity, he really does. Then fast forward to the early 2000s. Diddy is royalty now, a mogul, a gatekeeper. He has a lot of power and authority now. In fact, he became one of the keys to the industry. That's how powerful he became in the industry. And allegedly, he and his circle are partying with underage girls, drugging people, abusing power, all while everyone around him seems to continue to stay silent about everything Diddy is doing.
Then this girl came in, Cassie. Cassie is a 19-year-old singer with immense talent. Diddy likes her, plus she can sing. Diddy signs her. Then later they started dating. At first it looks like a celebrity fairy tale, but it turns into a nightmare. See, Diddy doesn't just like to party, he also hosts secret parties, freak-offs. These freak-off marathons last hours, sometimes days, where he allegedly gives women drugs and alcohol. He recruits male sex workers and forces women, including Cassie, to participate in sex scenes while he records everything. And Cassie never got freedom with Diddy. If she ever talks to another man, he gets violent. From Diddy. One time, he allegedly kicks her in the face. Another time, he hurls a hot pan at her. On another occasion, he hits her so hard in a hotel room that she tries to escape while he's passed out drunk. Security footage shows her dragging her suitcase to the elevator.
Then Diddy wakes up, grabs a towel, sprints after her. He reaches her in the hallway and brutally beats her until she's unconscious. Again, no charges, no headlines, no justice. Cassie eventually breaks up with him, and that pissed Diddy off. He allegedly forces his way into her home and assaults her again. Years later, Diddy hires a producer, Lil Rod. He wants him to record music and document behind-the-scenes life. Cool gig until Diddy allegedly forces him to film criminal activity, drugging minors, assaults, freak-off sessions. Rod seems not to be comfortable with all of those bullshit. And then one night, Lil Rod wakes up naked in Diddy's bed with no memory of what happened.
I'm shocked.
Still, he says or do nothing. Nobody reports anything. Everyone stays scared or paid off. Diddy walks through life like a king, a mogul, untouchable, like he's going to get away with everything forever. Until a year that changes everything for Diddy. Because New York passes the Adult Survivors Act, a once-in-a-generation law. It gives victims of sexual assault a one-year window to sue, even if the crimes happened decades ago, even if the statute of limitations expired years before. And suddenly, all those people who couldn't speak up in the 90s and 2000s, they can now. And that's when everything explodes. Boom. Cassie files the first major lawsuit. Within one day, Diddy offers a massive settlement. She accepts, and I think they settle out of court. People think, okay, maybe that was it. Nope, not even close. Bam! Joy hits him with a lawsuit. Pow! Liza files next. Then Lil Rod sues. Then Anonymous sues. Then more and more and more sues keeps coming in. Diddy and his lawyers deny wrongdoing, but the lawsuits keep piling up. Headlines explode across every major news outlet. And then it gets worse, because the federal government steps in. This is the thing though, the feds had already been quietly investigating Diddy for sex trafficking, coercion, and racketeering for months, because no one was bold enough to sue or report Diddy earlier. I guess there wasn't enough evidence for a warrant. Now there is enough evidence for a warrant against him. And boom! Homeland Security raids his homes in Los Angeles and Miami. Agents report finding drugs, electronic evidence, hard drives, and yes, hundreds of bottles of baby oil. The media is relentless. Public opinion shifts overnight. And then, CNN releases the hotel hallway assault video of him and Cassie Chaos. The world finally sees what Cassie described. Diddy tries damage control, uploads an apology video on Instagram, says he's not seeking forgiveness.
Times in your life, sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it, I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy.
But nobody buys it. Memes explode, brands distance themselves, collaborators vanish, and then the feds make their move. Boom! Diddy is arrested, charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, transportation for prostitution, and more. Here is Diddy's mugshot. And here's the wild part. All this, it is just the beginning. Because according to multiple reports, Diddy could be facing up to 120 more lawsuits. Yes, 120. This story isn't done, not even close. And now, for the first time in 30 years, It looks like Diddy might finally face the consequences he's been getting away with for so long.